get started because she actually told me, like, if you got some announcements, go ahead and do those. Uh, Toby, can you hear me? Ready in the back? Okay, cool. Yes, so we actually have to share a mic. All right. We'll we'll get an update about those. So I will now go ahead and call this meeting to order. The time is now 2:20. We'll get started by having an invocation done by myself. So if you would, please bow your heads. Father God, we just come before you today just thanking you for this wonderful day, this beautiful weather. Thank you for breath and life in our bodies. We thank you that each and every meeting that we have here in the Community Development Committee is to the betterment of our city and to improve the quality of life of each of our citizens. So we just thank you for being here with us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, so we have the minutes from our last community development. All right, second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? The ayes have it. Those minutes are approved. So we will move on to new business. Mr. Michael Glover, with item 1.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Michael Glover. I serve as Chief Condemnation Demolition Coordinator. And now items 1 and 2 are together.
Okay.
Okay. A request for the Community Development Committee to review property that has 0 voided repair permits, 216 78th Street South. On January 29, 2024, Eric Christian, care of Simon, Siren, and John Waits, 7753 First Avenue South, Birmingham, Alabama, 35206, submitted an application for a special repair permit. This property was condemned by City Council on August 29, 2023. Item number 2, a request for the Community Development Committee to review the property that has 0 voided repair permits, 7768 3rd Avenue South. On January 29, 2024, Eric Christian, care of Simon, Cyrene, and John Waits, 7753 First Avenue South, Birmingham, Alabama, 35206, submitted an application for a special repair permit. This property was condemned by City Council on August 29, 2023.
Thank you, Mr. Glover. Is the applicant
Yes.
in attendance?
This is the one that the homeless person was camping in the camper in the parking lot.
Is this the one where the individual was camping in the parking lot with the camper?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I move
Yes.
approval.
Okay.
I mean, he's gone, right?
We're in the process. He's been notified now, and so he has until the 27th to get out. And I was over there yesterday, and he is actually moving stuff out of there. So,
Awesome.
When they passed that law, I thought about you. And I thought, finally, so we'll leave.
Gotcha.
Okay, so he's not gone yet, but he's gonna be gone, and as soon as he's gone, you're gonna get to work.
yes, and we've already started doing some bush hogging and cutting grass and picking up stuff. We've already kind of started.
Just working around.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I still move approval.
Okay. Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it.
Sorry you had to wait.
Item 3.
Okay. Item number 3, a request for the Community Development Committee to review property that has 0 voided repair permits, 2331 34th Avenue North. On March 11, 2024, Thomas Nelson Murray III, 5011 43rd Place North, Birmingham, Alabama, 35217, submitted an application for a special repair permit. This property was condemned by City Council on February 6, 2024.
Okay. Is that applicant here?
Yes, sir.
I don't think this is working that well. I don't think that one works very well.
Yeah, I was about to say it might be.
And And who is gonna do the work? Do you have a crew, or do you plan on doing this yourself,
My cousin and I.
your cousin and you?
I've also talked with someone, you know, that has a crew to go ahead and do it, and he's supposed to get back with me sometime this week also.
Yeah, because this looks like major medical to me. I mean, it looks like everything in the house needs fixing. Roof, walls, windows, plumbing, electrical, like,
It's
It
got new
doesn't-
wiring in it,
it has new wiring?
yes. Plumbing also,
You said plumbing also?
yes,
New?
yes.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
I had them pull the meter, you know, 'cause I went in there and I didn't want anybody going in using extra electric and all, costing me a bill or anything.
Okay.
So I was receiving two electrical bills.
Has it been burned, or did it just cave in?
Limb fell
Oh,
on it
limb
right
fell.
there.
Okay, that's all my questions.
Okay. Council Clark?
Hello, so it's a beautiful house. I understand why you would like to save it. When's the last time someone lived in the home?
About 3 years ago.
I'm sorry?
My nephew was in it about 3 years ago.
3 years ago? Is that when the tree fell on the house?
Just around about that time.
Okay, and you said your plan, you know, is to do what? Is to repair the roof
Yes.
or to re-roof? You think it's just
Probably
repairs?
tear all the, strip it first and see what all I'm gonna need.
And then it looks like the windows, looks like it's
Yeah.
getting water through the windows too.
Yes. That one on that one side over there. But I'm gonna go ahead and replace them all. To upgrade them.
So do you have a budget in mind for bringing it up to code? Because it has to be brought up to code, and you have to make steady progress
Yes.
on bringing it up to code, because the inspector will inspect. If you get the permit, they'll be inspecting every 30 days. So you have to be making significant progress. What's your budget for the repairs?
I don't know quite what everything will cost me as of right now, but I have to look into it.
Will the permit cost him? Does the repair permit, repair permit is based on a budget, correct? So if we grant approval, the actual permit will have a cost as well. Okay.
And I'll save myself.
Got you. I really just, so Mr. Glover, so generally, and I'm just asking this just for, you know, clarity. When people come and say that they want to be able to renovate a space, you pretty much just give them that opportunity because it's condemned on our side. And so there's been no type of survey of what needs to be done, what needs to be repaired. They have to come up with their own budget, have to come up with their own plans, and, you know, really adhere to that and stay within the time frame of completing that renovation, correct? Got you. And so, Mr. I'm sorry, remind me your name again?
Murray.
Mr. Murray. So you haven't had an opportunity to actually build a budget or see what estimations would need to be accommodated for some of the different repairs that need to be made yet, have you?
I've talked to my cousin and two other companies, and they supposed to come out and look at it. One guy's supposed to come out this weekend as soon as he finish up another residence.
Got you. And I guess, the only concern that I would have is, granting you this special request, or special repair permit, and then you not being able to complete the renovations, but you feel confident that you will be able to complete the renovations?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Did you have okay.
So this is to the city engineer. If we were to authorize the special repair permit, is there a time that he would have to pull a permit to do the repair? I mean, the repair permit, is there, I guess, or could he, how much time does he have before he has to pull the permit? I'm sorry, whoever can answer, I'm sorry. Okay,
Okay, so
condemnation inspector.
the process would be if, excuse me, Mr. Mayor. If you all approve the request, in 2 weeks, it'll go on the council agenda for the full council approval. Then he will have 10 days from that date to come in and get his permit.
Okay, and if he does not pull a permit in that 10 days, then it comes back, you move forward with the,
The condemnation process continues.
Okay.
If he doesn't come back and get it in that 10 days, condemnation process continues.
got you, thank you.
Councilor Abbott, did you have another question?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay. I've served on this committee before. Way back in the dark ages, when people came before us, they had proven to the city staff that they had the capability and the means to renovate whatever it is that we've condemned. I'm not feeling that here. I don't have the feeling that we have a firm commitment here. Everything still seems to be up in the air. I guess I got used to it the other way, where prior to bringing it to the council, things had been firmed up, investigated, determined, and people were ready to move. And now we seem to sort of be approving a pig in a poke, where we don't really know who's going to do the work and whether they're licensed and insured and whether they're capable and whether we don't know much. And this house is a wreck.
Yes, ma'am.
And also, it used to be we got a recommendation, is this place repairable, or is it going to cost as much to repair it as it would to build a whole new house? We've had that come before us in recent months. So, I would really like to see these requests come to us once a person has proven, maybe beyond some doubt, that they have the capability, they have someone lined up who can do the work legally. This just doesn't feel right to me. And it is a wreck. And I'm a historic preservationist. I want to see everything saved. But me and my cousin bothers me because I don't know what your cousin knows how to do, and I don't know what you know how to do. And you're talking to some companies who haven't even given you a price yet, so you have no idea whether you have enough money to do this work or not. If they come back and say it's going to be $150,000, is that going to be okay with you? We don't know that at this time, and maybe maybe we don't need to know, but I guess I got used to the way it was previously where we knew something when we were asked to approve a permit. So I'm just having problems with this.
Well, we asked the same questions you all asked.
Well, what were the
And-
answers?
And we can't say, we can't deny the owner the opportunity to obtain a permit. That's why we bring them before you all, the committee. Because, and the reason we do that is because it's been condemned by council. But they don't have to show proof of financial funds. We ask the questions, and we put it before you all to approve or deny.
Well, I'd like to see this thing come back when we have some answers to the questions. You know, I don't feel comfortable approving it with everything up in the air. No proof of capability, no estimate of what it's gonna take to do. And I still, this one picture still makes the house look like it's leaning that way. It's not my eyes. So I'm just expressing my feeling about this because I don't feel like we have enough information to know whether granting a permit is a good idea or a really ridiculous idea at this point. I think we need to hear what some people, some professionals estimate that this will take to fix all this stuff, all these holes in everything. Yeah, that's my personal feeling.
Got you. Mr. Glover, I would like to know, what would it take for us to change that process for folks to, I guess, at least come with some type of estimation of what they think the work would take to complete?
Well, that would be you guys, because I can't say
To
you
him.
can or cannot repair this property.
Right.
You know, our department, we can't do that. We have to, from what I was told, we have to give him the opportunity to do that. We can't say, no, we were told they're allowed 2 permits, you know, and he has 0. So,
So he's well within his rights to
you know,
be able.
we can't say, no, Mr. Murray, you cannot repair your home. We can't say you do not have the funds to repair your home. Because we don't know what kind of assistance or what kind of financial situation he's in. We can only ask the same questions that you all have asked. And I've asked Mr. Murray a few times, can you handle this? He said yes, and I take him at his word.
As do I. I don't doubt it. And I don't want to, deny any individual from being able to repair their property. Nor do I want to, count anybody's pockets. We just want to make sure that, we have a process in place that actually, makes sense. And so I would like for us to at least, find a way as a committee to change this process to show that, individuals have done their homework to find out how much it's going to take to repair a property. So,
Back in the olden days, I don't know if they're my olden days or yours, but the condemnation inspector would do an estimate of what they thought it would take to bring it up to code. I don't know, I know they had it because I worked on the administrative side. I don't know if it was part of the presentation to council. Okay.
And we were also told whether it was reasonable to think that you could repair a place.
Yeah.
You know, is this reasonable? And possibly the man, well, we can delay this until we get answers to our questions. I'm sorry.
no.
We've done it before, and the last time we did it, the man came back and said the contractor told him he could demolish the house and build a new one for the same price that it would take to fix the one he wanted to fix because it was such a disaster. So it seems to me, I don't want to be approving a permit for something that's an impossibility and get someone's hopes up and then dash them. I would like to hear more concrete, real information before I make a decision.
So delay would be better than denial.
Right. So is there a motion to delay?
I mean, if he's gonna if he's willing to get some more information.
So, Mr. Murray, would you be willing to get more information about, I guess, rough estimations of what it would take to repair the property and then come back before us?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'll go ahead and make a motion to delay this item until our next committee meeting with Mr. Murray bringing us information about rough estimations of how much the repairs will actually cost for this renovation.
Okay.
And that would be June 5th.
Yes.
That's what this says.
Yes. Let me just double check. So that date would be, yes, June 5th. On June 5th.
Okay.
So, making a motion to delay until June 5th for Mr. Murray to bring some rough estimations of what it would cost to make the repairs to this property.
And if it's repairable, reasonably repairable.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
that's a
sir.
second.
A second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? All right. We will see you back on June 5th, sir.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Let me see. Item number 4, Mr. Roger Lowe.
Good afternoon. My name is Roger Glow, and I serve as the subdivision planner for the city of Birmingham. And this is item 4, a request for the Community Development Committee to review subdivision case 2024, case number 23, which is a request for approval of a final plat resurveying acreage into 3 lots and a dedication of right-of-way called Center State Logistics Plat Number 1. And I guess in the absence of the applicant, if you have any questions, this location is the development that is right next to the Flying J up Daniel Payne Drive. And this right-of-way has already been constructed to city standards. And we're just going through formalities to have it dedicated properly to the city.
If there are no questions, I make a motion to approve.
I just had one because I just want to make sure that I understand. So you're saying that this is being combined into? Or no?
Well, it was a big acreage plot of land, and they did a development to create 3 lots.
Separate.
And this portion that we're discussing today is the right-of-way that adjoins or going in between those 3 lots.
Got you.
So they're
Giving it to- Okay. Counselor Abbott, did you have any questions?
Yes. Okay. We're approving the final plat, which is the one with the yellow road shown on it. And it's already been subdivided into 3 lots, except we can't see any subdivision lines. Is this one of the parcels that we're looking at?
Well, what you're looking at is the bubble area. We're only dealing with the right-of-way, the street. Those lots have been created and approved by the subdivision committee already. The plat hasn't been recorded because we're waiting on the dedication portion. So those lots are created. There is a structure on the biggest lot, which is a industrial distribution center that sits right behind the Flying J. Those other 2 lots haven't been sold off yet or developed on.
Okay, so this says approval of a final plat resurveying acreage into 3 lots and the dedication of the right-of-way. So you're saying that the 3 lots don't matter to us, just the dedication of the right-of-way?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? That already passes.
Thank you.
All right, so, last but not least, we have one presentation from Keep Birmingham Beautiful. So we have Director Thomas coming on up. And I must say, I'm excited about this presentation.
We are as well. Good afternoon, Katrina Thomas. I serve as Director of the Department of Planning, Engineering, and Permits. And I'm joined by Ms. Sade McClaney-Hammond, who serves as the Executive Coordinator for Keep Birmingham Beautiful. And we are excited to let you all know where we are with reestablishing the Keep Birmingham Beautiful Commission. Last year, we did present before what was the Public Improvements Committee, and we provided some updates on where we are and where we were going. One of the things we recognized was that we needed to right-size the board so that we can get better attendance and better participation. And so we have a draft code amendment to the city code. Mostly, it reduces the number of members from 25 to 15. You should have that before you. It's 2 different documents. One is the amendment to Chapter 5, well, it's, Title 2, Chapter 5, Boards and Commissions and Committees for Keep Birmingham Beautiful. And within that document is the updated version of it, the clean copy, and then the copy. The version after that is the marked up version. And then we also provided the bylaws. Same there with a clean version and a version with the changes. And so it would be great if you would have the opportunity to review that. We don't want to necessarily ask for a recommendation today. We would love to be able to move forward with making these amendments to the city code so that we can reestablish the board so that they can pursue their mission for overall a clean, green, and beautiful Birmingham. We can come back at the next meeting to give you an opportunity to look over the changes. But again, primarily, they are reducing the size of the membership, and then just laying out who they serve, the partnerships, basically business and industry, community organizations, education sector, and 2 members at large. And one of the other commitments we made was conducting an inventory of all the existing markers that are in place now. We recognize that there are many out there, and we were able to conduct an assessment. That information was housed within our GIS system, and so it was lost for a minute, and it is now back. Our GIS map is back up and running as of today. No, Councilor Abbott, you're excited about that. So once we get access to all of that information, we will have the inventory assessment to be able to determine what markers need to come down. I can't remember the exact count that was out there, but we were able to complete that assessment. And then Sade McClaney, again, she serves as the executive coordinator, and then just internally, we're just updating the program goals and the overall program for the board so that once they are reinstated, we'll be able to walk with them and work with them to implement all of the programs that they previously had in place.
Got you. And so, well, first of all, thank you for, being here and giving us this update on everything. Currently, there are no board members that are in place, right?
That is correct. So those appointments are by the mayor. So we have provided a list of recommendations to make appointments to the board. And once that is finalized, then we will have the board in place along with the portion that you all have to amend the city code.
Okay. I'll pass it to y'all to ask questions in there.
And I do want to add that all other KBB activities are still ongoing. Cleanup initiatives, the opportunities for resources, all of those activities are still ongoing. So you can still utilize those services as well. We're just handling those internally.
Counselor Clark?
Thank you. This is exciting. Will we bring back Auntie Litter? Or do we have a new mascot?
So Auntie Litter was not a part of Keep Birmingham Beautiful. She was a private organization,
Oh.
nonprofit, but we do plan on creating a new mascot for the city of Birmingham.
Okay, and an education campaign.
Absolutely,
I think
absolutely.
that's really important because I remember when I was young, I mean, you know, not littering was just, it was top of mind. And I think, you know, the more we can do to keep things top of mind, and I feel like not so much when I worked in city government, but I was a consultant to the city before I worked for the city, and under Arrington, they had lots of campaigns for everything, like for people smoking outside of buildings. You remember Can Your Butts? And then, I mean, they just had campaigns. I mean, they were big on public awareness campaigns, and I just think if you don't put it on people's minds and keep it before the children so they can keep it on their parents' minds, we're gonna have it's gonna
and
be harder.
that is the goal, to re-implement some of those programs, adopt a lot, so you can have organizations that can come in and help us, you know, with some lots that are just abandoned. So we plan on reiterating, getting the board in place, and then once the board is in place, everything will fall into place, for sure.
So my other question is, does the board oversee the work, or do they do the work as volunteers, or is there a staff that is doing the work?
So
I
it's
know
a
you
collaboration.
do a lot of the work
Absolutely.
by
but
yourself.
It's okay, but as a collaboration, the board will do some work. We'll have internal staff, as well as the mayor will appoint us some individuals, you know, that will help us along the way. And then Director Thomas will also appoint some staff members that will help us with other activities. So it won't just be just me, it'll be all.
Okay, and I have one final question. So it says 15 board members, but it looks like 4 and 4 and 4. So that's 12. It's like 3 are kind of unaccounted
So the
for.
additional, you have members at large. So
Oh,
you have-
departmental, okay.
Well, it's the mayor serves as a member, as a,
Okay,
yeah,
ex
ex
officio.
officio. And then you have the Birmingham Business Alliance.
Okay,
And then we have the Park and Rec Board Chair
okay.
is, council chair is the,
Go ahead.
also serves as a officiato member. And then you have our director. So there are other members that are just not.
Who won't
appointed.
roll
Yeah,
off.
absolutely.
Yeah, the position will always be represented.
Yes, correct, that's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Counselor Abbott?
Yeah, and I apologize, I certainly have not had time to read this, and I appreciate the fact that you don't expect to vote today without having read it, but I was looking at the membership, and of course, they're all appointed by the mayor, and you have 5 people in business and industry. You have 3 in community organizations, 2 in education, which I guess is from the school system, and only 2 people that are members at large. So citizens, it seems to me, are kind of being left out of the KBBC group, unless you consider 2 of 15 to be a lot. Do these people have to live in Birmingham, or can they just be from any old place?
They do not, this board does not require you to live in Birmingham. What we have looked at is, because in the past, we have not been able to get quorum because of the large size of boards, because you're asking business members to take time from their daily work to come in to have meetings. And so to help us with quorum, what we plan on doing is having subcommittees where we will allow the general public to serve as well. But as of right now, just for board members' sake and to make sure that we can get the proper quorum, we've reduced that size to 2 members at this time.
Okay, and I noticed that Public Works is not included in
So-
here at all.
The program was shifted to PEP in 2018, and so that's where Director Thomas comes in. So we still do collaborate with DPW on a daily basis, but just this, because of the program director, where they fall, that's where the director comes in. So it falls under PEP at this time.
Okay, well, Public Works has their hands full already. I guess they don't have time for a bunch of meetings. Okay, well, those are all my questions for right now because I haven't read it yet, but I will.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, now, like I said before, I'm really excited about this because I just want to see it, you know, back up and running. I have often passed by people's yards that have the Keep Birmingham Beautiful sign and have been jealous because I'm like, I want me an award too.
Yes.
I keep my yard up, you know.
even worse when they don't keep the yard up
Yeah, you know, that's not a bad, that's a horrible representation.
Or when the sign's been so long,
It's
there,
rusted.
till it's not beautiful.
Yeah.
But we changing that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we changing that. And I think it's a great opportunity to do some really cool things. I know, you know, we got a couple of neighborhoods that have done, you know, different murals, and I know that that's something that you've shared that, you know, will be really good to do. And so other neighborhoods can benefit from that as well. I'm just asking, I know we got to get our board in place, but then after that, what's the next steps to, you know, getting this ball rolling? Is it funding that's needed? Is it, you know?
We've worked that part out, so just as soon as the board gets in place and the ordinance is amended, we'll be ready to kick off with program activities.
Okay. I know that there are several counselors that, you know, would love to be able to partner with you all.
And we
Quite a few
welcome
of us
that.
have done, you know, different litter cleanups and planting trees and all kinds of things. And so definitely want to make sure that we get connected with you all on that. So. So I did not work with them for my trees, not this time, but in the future I will. I actually partnered with Cool Green Trees. But yeah, like I
And
know that.
we partner with Cool Green Trees as well. So it's all about everybody coming together, just making one sound voice to keep Birmingham beautiful.
Absolutely. It looks like the mayor has the list of recommended board members. Oh, okay, no? All right, my bad. Let me put you on the spot.
And his arm is fixed.
Right, look at him. Got all his limbs. Cool, well, thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
again, if you would like us to come back next meeting for a recommendation to forward to the full city council, that would be greatly appreciated.
Awesome,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that concludes our meeting for today.
Do we send our questions to you? Motion to adjourn.
Yes, motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye. All opposed? Cool, we adjourn.